Warning. Tomb of Annihilation. Spoilers ahead. Xaeli the Ranger, Nala the Druid, Barakas the Rogue, and Torin the Paladin stand in the Zone of Truth on a small bridge over a gaping chasm filled with magma. Perfect. Say it again.
What, that my girlfriend is an evil sorceress seeking to end the world?
Oh no. Before we continue, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. Oh no, indeed. Torin was not a part of many conversations that Nala, Xaeli, and Barakas had during the jungle trek, as he usually got sat keeping an eye on Salida and Xandala. I suppose it's just a good time to air dirty laundry. Not to mention, the Zone of Truth doesn't really give you a choice. See, Xandala took Xaeli aside a few weeks ago after the run-in with the Gentarim, and they had a conversation that left Xaeli feeling conflicted and very concerned. Xandala has plans to seize the Ring of Winter from Artis Cimber, surprise, for her own gain, and Xaeli has a spot next to her when Xandala comes into rulership from her newfound power.
I'm feeling very conflicted because feelings have developed, but now that we're in this mine together, we can actually talk without...
Are you going to eat her?
Shut up!
Aw. Summerwise has confirmed that she's evilish.
But she actually cares about me, so...
While Barakas is in the Zone of Truth, he's decided that he's just going to speak in a stream of consciousness. What an interesting way to live. Barakas's foot is itchy. Now Barakas's left foot is itchy. In the Zone of Truth, Xaeli is unable to share that Artis Cimber is Xandala's father, revealing another of Xandala's lies. Wait, hold on. Lying is a state of mind. How does the Zone parse it? Barakas is no longer itchy. That's for Bahamut to know and me not to figure out. Barakas was abandoned by his turtle. Barakas is still telling the truth. Yes, now shush for a moment, please. We can Zone of Truth Xandala, but it'll probably get ugly. Barakas wants a pet turtle.
I'm pretty upset that she lied to me. She probably doesn't care about me either. You're right, I'm an idiot.
Not an idiot, just hopeful?
I'm an asshole, a f***ing idiot.
Barakas wishes Xaeli did not bite his tail. Barakas is ishy again. Shh! Barakas has become bored.
You know what, Barakas? It's just my whole life that you're bored with, okay? It's my feelings. It's probably my emotional state for the next few years. Can you f***ing hold it together for just a few more minutes?
Barakas feels guilty that he feels bored, but Barakas is still hungry. Barakas, why don't you go a few feet past Torin and exit the Zone of Truth? Barakas is scared because he's afraid he's not going to fit and fall down. It's a very narrow passageway, and Barakas does not like swimming in magma. And Barakas is still concerned about getting run over by a train.
So what do we do? She f***ing took advantage of me.
Barakas says we go out and eat Salina. Salida. Barakas wants to know how much longer Torin wants him to tell the truth. So she lied about her father, but it sounds like she wants some murdery artifact, and that's true. Artis has it, so we need to keep her away from it.
She told me I can roll by her side, though.
So she might actually have feelings for you. Just, is that important enough for evilness? Barakas is down for this so long as Barakas is fed. I mean, if the world freezes over, no one is going to be fed. Barakas is not down for this plan. We fight to the very end. Food motivated. What a surprise.
What are you thinking, Torin?
Well, I'm sorry that this is what you've gone through. Bahamut bless you. I need you to pretend like nothing has happened.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to. We've all seen her in combat. Fiery death, she can fly, and probably has other tricks up her scaly sleeve.
Barakas is curious.
If we're gonna take her out, we need to act quickly.
Barakas still has drought poison, I think. Alright, we have finally broached the topic of Xandala's assassination. Just to have it tabled. Believe that it's gonna come up again. As things currently stand, Xaeli isn't willing to kill Xandala, and Torin refuses to do anything until Xandala commits a harmful act of evil. Let's just take a break from this politicking and head into Hrakhamar. Pro tip. Don't stray too far from the tracks. As you may remember from the last video, the party is planning to get input from the fire Newts to see who actually owns the mines. Well, they're pretty easy to find. Just follow the clanging of hammers against anvils, grunting, and occasional draconic hiss. The party finds themselves in a very hot forge room with a great many fire Newts creating rudimentary weapons. Nala quietly approaches a Newt and asks, who owns the forge? The fire Newt hisses and swings a hammer at her. Big mistake, friend. There is a huge fight. The fire Newts release their giant striders and come storming over, filling half the forge with their bodies. Torin tries to breathe flame on the fire Newts and discovered they're unaffected by the damage.
I told you fire wouldn't hurt them.
The fire Newts and giant Striders, however, can spit explosive globs of flame. Torin and Barakas weathered most of them. Must be nice to have fire resistance. Xaeli is the real MVP of this fight though. Lightning arrow after lightning arrow, she just electrifies the dance floor, sending shockwaves through the group ranked with fire Newts, who quickly fell. When the tide turned, the Newts tried to run away, but Nala's vortex kept them nicely grouped up. So much death. Ah, just kidding. Since my players weren't sure if the Newts were just jerks, all blows were non-lethal. So many collapsed bodies.
Hey Torin, have Hissy drag one of the dwarves in here so we can get to the bottom of this.
Barakas is going exploring. It's not long before an angry Scotsman is heard just down the hall. Hissy silently pads into view, carrying a very irate dwarf in her beak.
What's the meaning of this?
Just wanted to see who actually owns the mine.
Are you daft? Is a dwarven mine?
So you say. Barakas finds a room with many dwarven skeletons that have been stripped of gear. Many of the skeletons also have burn marks or charring, indicating the individuals died a fiery death. Guys, Barakas thinks the dwarves do own this mine. Look.
Well, that's macabre.
No kidding. While the players are looking at the dwarven bodies, the albino dwarf Hissy, dragged into the area, has started executing the unconscious fire Newts, swearing and muttering under his breath. Whatever. It's time we got into our real first challenge, the Young Red Dragon in Wormheart Mine. Are we heading there next? You better bet. Also, it's important for you to know that Xaeli absolutely did not want to go into the mine to fight the dragon. Oh well, that's what happens when you're outvoted, I guess. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. I'll see you all next time.